different lives that we lead. I'm in the Nike check and I'm back in Louis V. Tools on my wrist, lights don't make no sense, pop up for a minute, eyes up on my whip, Benzes and BMs, lights don't make no sense, falling, fall back too close, you ain't even know me, trust my brothers from way back from the north, Misty and Dior, spending like they owe me. Ain't no ain't no time unless it's V's. It's the top of the shelf. It's that stretch to get at me. And it's closer to the chest when your clock is too deep. Tools on my wrist, lights don't make no sense, pop up for a minute, eyes up on my whip, Benzes and BMs, lights don't make no sense, falling, fall back too close, you ain't even know me, trust my brothers from way back from the north, Misty and Dior, spending like they owe me.
Great to have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets and the Los Angeles Clippers. Taking a look at the Clippers.
A 5-game series is a sprint. Even for the higher seeds, it feels like a must-win. Because if you don't, you lose home court advantage and have to win 3 of the next 4.
You know, when Markin is in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him. His size like that.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Miller. Kicks it to George. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Love the flow and rhythm that George plays with. Very impressive. He's got a natural, comfortable cadence to his pace.
Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Inside. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
And here's Hart. Adebayo sets a screen. And Adebayo slams it in.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Davis a screen to the inside. And a big-time jam as he slams it right over Adebayo.
Davis puts it down with authority, and his team is just going wild about it. Man, that was impressive.
Now here's Hart. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Miller. Davis a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Brown drives in. And Brown with the stuff.
Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
To the middle. Outside for Davis. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Davis has got 7.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The 3, George. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Suggs just doing an outstanding job outworking the defense to get the rebound and score.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Now here's Jackson. The 3 is up. Miller pulls it in. George in the post. From downtown. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. Paul George pulls down the board. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. 3-point lead. Driving in. And he banks in the layup. George has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now Suggs. Pass to Davis. Back to Suggs. Here's Davis. Fires from deep. The rebound by Markkanen. Lillard looking around. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And that does it for the first. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Now here's Suggs. Outside for Davis. Davis missing again. And stolen by Suggs. Down low. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Miller. Back to Hart. Markkanen sets a screen. Daniels outside. Back to Hart. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Leonard. And they're on the run. For three, George knocks down the triple. George has got 7 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Adebayo sets a screen to the inside, and the rebound goes to Charlotte. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Screen by Leonard. Outside for Davis. Clock at 6. Back to Suggs. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Davis can't hit.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Davis, no good on that free throw.
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player. One of the true franchise guys in the league.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to George. Back to Suggs. To the paint. Turner. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Right side White. Oh, George with a steal. The three from Suggs. Sinks the tray. Suggs has got 5.
You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every three that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
Hornets leading by 11. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to be perfect. For the most part, they've really taken care of the ball.
And the Clippers have possession. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Here's Brown. The kick out to White. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Yeah, what vision from Brown. Spotted the opening on the perimeter while he's inside.
George outside. Pass to Turner. 5 to shoot. And the Hornets, another 3.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Hornets. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Here's Turner, pounded by Adebayo. Back to Turner. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball move.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
A slam dunk by Reed.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
.52 seconds left in the second. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Right side Brown. Oh, stolen by Turner. Stolen by Reed. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Here's Brown. Plenty of space. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
And so it's Charlotte. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. Hornets leading by 9. Inside. Turner with it. To the paint. And stolen by Markkanen. On the break. Lillard up top. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Nesmith. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot.
Really good contest from Suggs right there. Nice job distracting the shooter.
Pass to Turner. To the inside. Miller. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. To the middle. Oh, George with a steal. There's the 3. The putback. Thompson pulls it in. Clippers trail by 11. And here's Hart. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, sticking it to them inside. Couldn't help throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
George outside. Leonard for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Right side Hart. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. Paul George pulls down the board. And Suggs has got the ball here for Charlotte. There's the drive. And here's George. Covered by Daniels. George drives in. And the jam by George.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Pass to Adebayo. Davis with the defensive effort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, marketing, skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Markkanen hits them both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
George peels it out a bit. Pass to Davis. Misses the three. Clippers trail by 11. And here's Adebayo. And stolen by Suggs. Now here's Miller. Here's George. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Here's Adebayo. Marking it outside. Stolen by Miller. George outside. Shot clock at 5. Down low. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Suggs with the bucket.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
To the middle. Left side, Nesmith. Back to Adebayo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
George's shot is off.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Oh, my God. Wow! Bring it home!
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
The 3, George connects from downtown. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all.
I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Clippers trail by 14. Pass to Reed. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Lillard. Here's Hart. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Hornets leading by 16. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, yeah, Kawhi Leonard. There's still some life left in those limbs.
Reed sets a screen. Pass to Hart. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Daniels. Outside Reed. And here's White. Over Leonard. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Off the catch, White has a very quick release.
And Suggs, here we go. Miller outside. Pass to George. Pulls up on the wing. Tipped. It was stolen by Lillard. And Dame Dalla completing the break.
Lillard makes it look so easy. The quick release. Uber impressive.
They set the pick. Now here's Miller. He's guarded by White. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Clippers trail by 16. Now Jackson takes it from 10. Davis pulls it down.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Brown. And he drives in. Flushes it down with both hands.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Davis probing. Now George. Davis a screen. Clock at 4. Can't get the 3. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. Brown. Look at Brown. Getting it done inside.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now George. Screen by Leonard. Here's George. 6 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Now Davis. Puts up the tray. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Hornets leading by 12.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Hornets.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Paul George.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. .29 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. George left side. 4 on the clock. Cashes in from 18.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals.
Go try to play me. I'm talking about my man-mans, cause bro's get.
This 5-star.
5-star I'm going brazen when just a week ago try to play me. I'm talking about my main mans, cause I put him on your and have bro. Like he was T-Key at show price going up. I know these love for, but I can't let them get one up on man. I think Obama every day, bro, changed that. But I can't forget what I did at back dope. Classy, my bros get savage. I one time, but now she back again. When I'm in Cali, I keep the cause I ain't lacking. And she said that's her best friend, I guess I'm friends.
She quit a 9 to 5 working for me. They chat know I'm a goat, like my logo jumping. Spent 50 on the watch, my wrist turned like Ben 10. But a peeking, I'm on road with the praying to God I make it back. Monte Carlo in the trenches faster than a scat pack. I can't hang around no rap, my mama taught me better than that. It feel better when I'm around me, that's my habitat. He just rapping, getting the store, I heard he pay for his respect. I buy like every day I'm contract. Got like 4 gold plaques, turned up to the max. 75-star, got an X.
5-star for in a I'm going brazen when just a week ago try to play me. I'm talking about my main mans, cause I put him on your and have bro. Like he was.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 2 of this exciting NBA playoff series. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. You take a look at Los Angeles. A stunning home loss in the first game of the series. Winning this second game will be paramount.
And, you know, Kevin. Even though it was close, it's still a loss. So you've got to get it out of your system. So it's harder when the loss is close. But they got to focus now on this game at hand because this is the most important one right now.
Now, here's Brown. Here's the drive.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
That bucket in no time at all.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Daniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And Adebayo drops them both. And it's the Hornets ball. It's a 3-point game. And it's Davis missing. Left side, Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. Adebayo.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Adebayo the screen. Lillard. And Davis sends it back.
Come on now, you gotta bring it harder than that when AD is meeting you at the rim.
The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Brown. Good D by Miller.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Brown with it. Picked up by Davis. It's Brown with the drive. Offensive rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hoped for.
Pass to Davis. Right side, George. Down low. Pulls it up. Leonard with the bucket.
Once Kawhi. Leonard gets to the interior. This guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. To the middle. A nice shot by Neesmith.
Well, anywhere below the free throw line, Aaron Neesmith is going to knock it in. That's a quality look.
It's Suggs with the drive. And Suggs throws it down.
gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
In a moment here, we'll take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Thompson from long range. Miller with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Davis. Outside Leonard. Davis sets a screen. Pocket 6. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
To the wing on the left. They double him with George. Here's White. Out to Thompson. To the paint. Suggs with the steal. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. And here's George for 3. And it's White with the rebound. Here's Neesmith. The layup off target. Outside, Davis. Miller with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hornets lead by 1.
13.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
The Clippers trail. Brown outside. Paul George with the steal. Outside, Suggs. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here now, the Clippers. Outside, Markkanen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Markkanen's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Clippers. Pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
First team.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Outside, Markkanen. And Reed has it in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Over Davis.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
Back to George. Inside. Lets it go from 14. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And a wide open look for Daniel. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Suggs. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Suggs has got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Out to Smith. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 5 to shoot.
One of the things you have to admire about Jalen Suggs, the aggressiveness, the willingness to make plays.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Suggs. From deep.
Josh Hart takes such pride on the defensive end. How about that contest right there, making it almost impossible with his defense.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Suggs.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. To the inside. And Hart pulls it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Outside, Suggs. To the paint. Out left to the wing. Fires from deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Hart outside. Back to Adebayo. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Charlotte in the lead. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Turner. Back to Suggs. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the lean, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
To the middle. Here's Hart. It's good. This game is all even.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's Brown with the drive, and it's sent back by Turner. Suggs with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And that one's good. Suggs.
Yeah, Jalen Suggs has found his rhythm, and now he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal. He is leaving no doubt that the defense could have a tough night.
Back to Brown. Outside for Jackson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Suggs has got the ball here for Charlotte. They trail by 1. There's a good screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Lillard. Drains the 19-footer. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Well, if the defense is going to give him the mid-range look, Lillard has no problem taking advantage.
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. So it's the Hornets now. The 3 from George. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers leading by 3. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Davis. Outside for Jackson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jackson's got 6.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Left side, George. Pass to Suggs. George looking over the floor. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Now the Clippers with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And it's Leonard missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Pass to Jackson. Over in the corner, Brown. Excellent D there from George. Hornets trail by 6. Leonard, no luck. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And the Hornets making a change here. There's 1:59 left to play in the third. Outside, White. Down low. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridget. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. On the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Hornets trail by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play. And Suggs throws it down.
Boy, Suggs gets up off his feet in a hurry, finishes that drive with authority.
White drives in. Bridges with the steal. It's stolen. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Neesmith. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Back to Bridges. Rebounded by Hart.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
With the drive, here's Reed, and he gets it to go from the corner. Reed got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. And it's George finishing it off.
Man, after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
Thompson, left side. From past the arc. He can't get that one. Hornets trail by 4. Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Boy, what a burst of speed on the drive from Jalen Suggs. Leaves the defender in the rear view.
Into the lane. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
With 1 on the clock. And Suggs throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but...
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Charlotte now. And there's the drive. Bridges outside. Back to Suggs. Pass to Davis. 5 on the clock. To take the lead, it's Adebayo with the rebound. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. There's the pick. And here is Neesmith. Here's White. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Clippers leading by 3. To the middle. Missed inside.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Outside, Suggs. Inside. Here's Bridges. Great D that time from Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And Neesmith with the slam.
Finishing with power is exactly what we expect from Mr. Neesmith.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach telling the team, we're right in this. We have to keep fighting. If we can get consecutive stops, we've got a shot. We'll see if they can come back, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
From Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Let's say he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Turner outside. Miller surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. It's Turner. Another chance here. Can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 4. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
It's Suggs with the drive. Now George. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Outside Brown. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's great.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Hornets trailed by 4. Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Anthony Davis. Allie, what have they told you?
The head athletic trainer for Charlotte provided some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. This is going to be a tough loss for them if it gets more serious and he's unable to go in the playoffs. But that is an if. He's been given the go-ahead to give it a try. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be a while before we see him again, and that hurts. You hope to maximize your time in this league as much as possible. Being out that long has got to be heartbreaking for this young guy.
Now Leonard. Turner finds it. And he does not hit.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Al Hart deflects the pass. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Screen by Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Adebayo. And Turner with the block.
Boy, Turner's such a strong rim protector. This guy has such a big-time impact on that end.
Turner with the screen. Outside Jordan. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Suggs. Leaves it in off the window.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
George! Off target from outside. Oh, the dunk!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now Jackson. So the Clippers with the win. A big playoff win for them.